Chelsea Football Club. This was absolute disgusting. This was absolute disgraceful from a Chelsea point of view. I don't care if Cole Palmer didn't play. I don't care if you missed Colwell. I don't care if Badashile wasn't there. I don't care if you had no striker except for Mark Guehi. But this was disgusting. And there's so much to talk about. So many mistakes. So many bad performances from players. Enzo Maresca, the substitutions, the line. So much to talk about. So much to talk about. But this right here, for Chelsea, a team who had a great schedule, a great games to start the season with, how many games have you dropped? Palace, Brentford, Brighton, Sunderland, United. This is disgusting. Before we start, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you comment your own thoughts. I'm going to talk from the Chelsea point of view, and I'm going to give a lot of shout out to Sunderland, because I did not expect this. I expected, yes, I know what you're about to say. Faisal, what? L, bad take, stink. I predicted Sunderland to go down. When I know my Premier League predictions, start of the season, I saw, yes, the signings that Sunderland made, the Xhaka, Traore, Ronaldo, and Mukiele. I saw all the signings which they made. I still said, you know what, this reminds me very similar to Fulham a couple of years ago, where they signed so many players, it didn't work out, they go down. I was completely wrong. And again, a man can take, you know what, accountability. I was completely wrong. I'm going to talk about Sunderland in terms of the player performances. Chelsea, first of all, the lineup, this is the lineup which they put out. Which again, if you look at the lineup, this is a well enough capable team to beat a Sunderland team who had 5 players at the back. So you're expecting a low block, you're expecting a Sunderland team that's going to defend, that's going to be having 10 players behind the ball. It's expected. And things was going perfect for Chelsea. 1-0 up within 4 minutes. Garnacho scores his first goal for Chelsea. Great. It was great strike, but bad goalkeeping from Rose. Anyway, Chelsea, 4 minutes in, you're 1-0 up. Which basically means Sunderland is now, they will try to open up the pitch. They will try to attack, which means there's going to be a lot of space in behind, which means this is a good chance for you to, the same way you scored 5 goals against Ajax and X, Y, and Z, this is a great chance for you to score a lot of goals. After 4 minutes, Chelsea stopped attacking. After 4 minutes, I saw no intent from Chelsea whatsoever. Sunderland looked like the team that was actually likely to score, hence the reason why they scored the equalizer. Free kick, bad positioning. For me, I blamed one person only. I blame someone who had a very good game. I don't understand why they went off. I'll get to it. Josh, the moment, bro, simple, basic defending. I don't need to tell you this. You're a footballer. I'm not. When you win the first ball, the number one thing for you to do is, brother, push up. This Donny was ball watching. 4 players was supposed to be in offside position, because if you had pushed up, all of them was offside. Because you stayed put and you were ball watching, Isidore got it. He scored 1-1. The rest of the first half, there was no urgency from Chelsea. There was no intent from Chelsea. Chelsea were just passing it sideways to wise. It was so predictable. Every time Neto got the ball, every time Garnacho got the ball, there was nothing. There was no creativity. There was no spark. There was absolute nothing in the 11. Joao Pedro in the first half was quiet. Mark, who made all the right runs. He made some great runs, and behind defense, no one seemed to find him. No one looked at him, everyone ignored him, which made no sense. He misses a player like Cole Palmer, who's able to look up and find that pass. No one was willing to find. Maybe they don't trust him, maybe they don't find he's good enough, and maybe they just didn't see him. The first half was so bad. Second half, here's me saying, all right, it's time to make some changes. It's time to bring on Steve. Bring on Steve earlier. First time, second half starts, no Steve. 50-minute, no Steve. 58-minute, I finally got to see Steve. Steve came on, Neto on the right, Steve went on the right. And Steve had the ball within literally 10, 20 seconds. Steve came in. He had an attempt which got deflected, which went to a corner. Chelsea then looked like a team that could score. But a player who was responsible in a lot, Chelsea put themselves in a lot of great positions in the final third. The only thing missing was the final action. The only thing missing was the final pass, the final touch. And every time they were in that position, one person was responsible for that. And his name is Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro, I've defended him this season on SDS and X, Y, and Z. I've said, despite the fact that he scored not a lot of goals, not a lot of GAs, but I still felt like positioning, he needs someone next to him. He needs a Mark Gui next to him. Last game against Forest, Mark came on, Joao Pedro went on to 10. Chelsea played way better. Game against Ajax, you saw a complete. Joao Pedro, it's not a striker, it's a 10. But this game, Joao Pedro wasn't a 10. He wasn't a 9. He was just a liability. He was so bad in the final third. So many bad passes, so many careless passes. His finishing was so off. His crossing, everything about Joao Pedro today was absolutely non-existent. Neto, another player who was just bad. No intent, no nothing. Then, why are you taking off in Josh? Why? What's the reason of taking off Josh and bringing on Tosin? What's the reason? There was no reason behind it. No reason behind it. And Chelsea continued to create. They continued to find a moment. There was nothing. There was no moment. There was no creativity in the final third. Despite bringing Steve on, despite bringing Gittins on, despite bringing Tyree George on, despite putting Reece James in the midfielder, there was no creativity. Enzo Fernandez, whenever he got the ball, didn't look up for anyone. Casado, every time he got the ball outside the box, he was trying to shoot. There was nothing. There was no sort of focal point. There was no sort of a player that you could rely on, that you can say to themselves, you know what? Here's the ball. Create something out of nothing. Steve tried, got this possession so many times. And then in the last dying seconds, you expected Chelsea, you saw 6 minutes for no reason. I mean, I didn't see any sort of delays in the second half. You saw 6 minutes. So here's you expecting, you know what, we might get a late goal. 6 minutes got called up. Sunderland with a late dagger. And the goal itself, I've got so many issues with it. I, first of all, want to compliment Brobby and Talby. Brobby, that is beautiful hold-up play. Sensational hold-up play. I've got no issue with it. Great hold-up play. Great patient. You shielded the ball very well. You shielded yourself very well. You're waiting for players to come and support you. You got the support. Great pass. It wasn't bouncy. It was just on the floor. Talby, great finish. 2-1 Sunderland. The pass, the hold-up, the build-up, the patient, the finish, sensational. Now, let's talk about from a Chelsea point of view. Why is Brobby allowed to walk in behind? He wasn't offside because he was in his own half. Why is he allowed to do that in that position? Secondly, Mr. Tosin, the person who came on the pitch, why are you allowing him to basically, for 20 seconds, why are you allowing him to basically shield the ball, hold the ball like this, without you doing nothing? You're just ball watching. You're just waiting in behind him just like this. Why? Brother, it's 1-1. You are supposed to win the game. Why? Where's the urgency? Where's the urgency in your defending? Where's the, bro, why are you just happy just to wait? My brother, try to win the ball. Try to do something. Make it difficult for him. Maybe go to a different angle. Make it difficult for the Brobby. You made it so easy because he was holding the ball, waiting for someone to come on. And then my next issue is to other players. Chalobah. Why, whilst Brobby was holding the ball, why are you ball watching and watching Tosin, wait for him? Why are you not rushing to him? Or maybe, if you don't want to rush to him, why are you not thinking, hold on, he's waiting, surely other players are coming. Why is everyone ball watching? Why is no one rushing him or trying to, or make it difficult for him? Or why is no one have got the IQ to understand the awareness to say, oh shit, our players are coming? Why did no one do that? I can't lie, rookie mistakes. The first goal, rookie mistake. I expected from Josh, who's 18, 19 years old. It's his first actual season with Chelsea, I expected. Tosin, Chalobah, you might have played for so many years. What kind of defending is it for the second goal? But I'm not taking anything away from the second goal. Sunderland deserved it. The setup, the system, the structure defensively was elite. Every time they had the ball going forward, they tried. Bro, they had the best chance in the second half. Xhaka had a chance. Enzo Lafay had a chance. Isidore had a chance in the second. All this, the best chance in the second half came from Sunderland because they waited for the moment. They understood. They had a great defensive structure, and every time they had the ball, they knew what to do with it. Boom, ball over the top, the wing, the fullback attacking, elite setup, elite like Riggis, Lebris, whatever his name is, sensational setup. Sensational setup. From a Chelsea point of view, this was disgusting. This was absolutely disgraceful because the start you've had to the season was so easy and you guys are letting it down. You guys should be currently literally near Arsenal or tied with Arsenal or at least somewhat close to Arsenal. Why the hell are you letting Sunderland become second? Why, if United win, they will go above you? It's disgusting. So many bad performances. Neto on 7.4, have some shame. Garnacho 7.2, have some shame. Joao Pedro should be on 5. Reece James was disappointing. Enzo, I can't lie. The rating is so bad. I don't understand how they done. But listen, Chelsea, this was disgusting. A moment that you guys let slip up. A complete lazy, I don't know, no intent, no passion, no urgency from anyone on the pitch today. It felt like they was too arrogant. It felt like the moment they scored, they knew, you know what, this game is done. Even at 1-1, they knew, they had a feeling, you know what, that's fine, we'll come back in the second half, we'll just get a goal. It was just a complacent performance. So bad, so bad. Chelsea fans, put down comments what you guys felt, or any other fan base, and let me know what you guys made of the game. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon with Liverpool and Brentford, which, by the way, I'm going to be going live on my main channel. Peace.